Alrighty, let us begin. Making sure everything's good. I think we Gucci.
We gooch.
We are the gooch. So, yeah, you guys just finished your heroic battle against the Endbringer. Good job. Claps all around. Everyone.
I almost died.
Huzzah.
Jeff, Jeff was like convulsing on the ground and almost had a building collapse on him. So he had to like Hulk his way out. He had to go like,
Yeah, he was fine though.
He is fine. Everyone's fine. Miraculously. So yeah, let us begin. The attack on Trine resulted in multiple casualties, including Trine's Lord I'm going to start this whole thing over. The attack on Trine resulted in multiple casualties, including Trine's Lord Corvo Ashford and the complete destruction of the hospital, but your party was able to win the day in the end. Imperial soldiers collect the dead and are trying to restore order to the city, ordering citizens to return to their homes until the damage is assessed. Some of the peasants from the worse off section of town you saw coming in begin to cross into this square, and some of them are looting corpses and being chased away by guards and trying to get a look at the damage that's going on. Avarice and Abby, both of you, at the end of the last session, you jumped out of the hospital and miraculously saved yourself and the nurses, but both of you are definitely in pain and not great. Abby is in much more severe pain, and you see some of the nurses for the Empire scooping her up and carrying her off to a wagon. She looks like she's in a lot of pain. Avarice, you're also in pain, but less than that. It's manageable, but you still need help to get back to the wagon.
Quick, let me kill something so I get HP back.
Time to ice John.
John. I need you, John.
Oh god, he needs help. He's hallucinating. What the hell is HP?
We gotta get this boy some help. God, what did John sound like? It's not too. What voice do you want John to have? It's not too. It's not
Give
too
him
early.
a country twang, please.
This Erky already has a country twang.
Make this guy slower with a country twang.
Like mentally slower, or his voice is slower?
The voice is slower.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing, boy. Right like that. Just like that.
Yeah. Perfect.
My name's John. I'm just a humble farm boy.
Him and Erky are probably gonna be together at some time, so I'm gonna probably mess that up. You're like, man, who's talking? Who's talking right now? Especially since my voices are so bad.
It's fine.
Well, boy, no, it's just gonna be Erky. It's just gonna be Erky. We got. It can't be country. It can't be country.
How about you give him? Yeah, sorry. That went more country. Okay.
More countries. Dial it up.
Okay, go Boston. Go Boston then.
My Boston is so inconsistent.
That's
I can sometimes
perfect.
get it. A lot of times I can't.
It's perfect.
But how about when John has this very emotional scene in the end, and I'm like, I can only say boss. That's the only thing I could say.
Well, make him say boss a lot.
I don't know. I think he's just
Make
gonna
him
have
German.
He's gonna have a normal ass voice.
God dang it.
Boss.
I don't know. We'll see when he starts talking. We'll see what happens.
See what comes naturally.
So yeah.
What was John's last name?
Alex, don't. Please don't. Not everyone has to have a last name.
Everyone's got to have a last name.
Sorry. Thought we covered this.
Johnson.
John Johnson.
His name is John Johnson. That's candidates in there.
It's written in
Stop
stone.
asking questions. Avarice and Abby are both helped onto a wagon where one of the Imperial healers look after both of your wounds. Abby is... I already talked about Abby being in severe pain. As you all kind of sit by the wagon that Avarice was just put in and kind of watch this whole scene of destruction in front of you and kind of come to grips with everything you just saw, you see Naomi start come up to the wagon. She's kind of has a limp. She's limping up to the wagon. She has some tears in her clothes and everything. And she says, "Are you boys all right? How are these two?" And she motions to Avarice and Abby.
Am I in earshot? I can hear this as well.
Yeah, she just walked up to all of you. You're like sitting in the
Okay,
wagon.
I'm like, where's my friend John? His name is John Johnson. He needs to... Please find him.
Okay.
And I refuse to talk to her. Please go find her. Send her away.
Okay, so Avarice is kind of delirious. Maybe his mind's not all there. That's unfortunate.
Brutus like, who the fuck is John?
I don't think he was ever really there.
I look at Bruce. His name is Sir John Johnson. For his heroics here today, he should be knighted.
Did he hit his head?
Garrus! It's our car for Garrus. Go find John.
Oh, yes.
Go. There's a brave young man out there named John. I need you to fight him.
Just go.
He should be knighted for his heroics here today. If it wasn't for him, we would never be able to bring down.
Can you describe this John Johnson to me?
He's.
See, you don't like it when it's turned back on you, do you? This is your.
Hey, Darby,
worthless
can I
injury.
see what was the description of John Johnson since he's your character, please?
He's completely unnoteworthy
A man
in
in a
every
bar.
single way.
Yeah, it's like what I say. It's like he's very ordinary
The
looking.
token I made for him, he was a generic white guy with short brown hair.
Okay, yeah, this is description. He's about 5'10". He has brown, short hair. He's very average looking. You should be able to find him with that, right?
Sure, buddy. You just lay down in this wagon. We'll work on it.
Well, I curl up and I start going to sleep. I'm sure I have a concussion, so this is not a good idea. But
no, that's fine. You go to sleep, and then I think some of the like nurses start trying to start looking after you. So Avarice is out.
Darvin, I think it might be about time to put him down.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Well, let's just get back to the city. Let's give him that long. Let's see if he can make it. I didn't like what actually happened to them. I just saw them carting like Abby and Avarice away.
They jumped out of a building.
Like just for the hell of it, or was it something heroic?
I don't know if I like to put Avarice and heroic in the same sentence.
Fair. That seems fair. I mean, we are kind of just talking shit on him about him while he can't hear us. That's kind of shitty, but
That's how he would want it.
he would do the same for us.
Yeah.
Well, on my end, I saw Ashara fleeing Corvo's manor, and we saw her get inside a wagon and start riding away, and I pursued her with one of our soldiers, and I thought I had her. I sent a spell directly at her cart. It's a spell that I had been practicing for months. And there's no way, even with her power, there's no way she would have survived it if I had actually hit her directly. But I was too brash. She read my movements and she stopped the spell and sent it right back at me. Our car exploded. The driver's dead. I didn't even know his name. It's I don't know. And by the time that I was up and conscious, she was long gone.
was it John? Sorry, I wake back up for a second and kind of just lay back down.
If John's someone you met, if John's someone you met in Trine, no, this was an Imperial soldier. Sweetie, you just rest, okay? You know what? Before this happens, you see in the middle of this conversation, you hear someone shout, Avarice! Avarice, are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? And you see this
My baby boy!
you see this very average looking white gentleman with brown hair running up to the wagon. He jumps up and he grabs Avarice by the shoulders. Avarice, buddy, wake up, buddy.
I wake up and say, John! I thought I'd never see you again.
Wait, Darvin, John's real?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I thought you were gone. I saw you go up on the hospital, dude. That shit was crazy.
I know, John. Whenever I was in that hospital, all I was thinking about is when we were drunk in that bar, and you told me about your dream of wanting to be a knight.
Me too, but wait, sure.
So I point over to Garrus. I got you the best knight I know, Garrus.
Oh my god.
I need you to take this young man into your service. Let him squire for you. For the help I've done today, you cannot refuse this one request.
This is not normally how this works. We don't normally just...
Normally we don't find Doombringers. Endbringers. Sorry, my head's still a little concussed.
Does he have any skills? Can he...
Wait, I thought he already said
He
was
survived
already,
today.
sir.
That's the only skill he needs.
What? I thought Avarice in his craziness already said John was a sir.
I did.
I don't think anyone's taking what Avarice said seriously. I mean... You just lay back down. John can come back to
I
Catalina.
throw John a knife. Show him. Give him a little demonstration.
He has no discernible skills.
Takes the dagger and just like he tries to swing and just like drops it on the ground. He's like,
He has a long way to go, but you can see the promise.
Avarice will take him back. We'll take him back to the city. That's all I can promise. We'll take him out. I'll see what I can do.
You're not saying no.
That's right. Now lay back down. I don't know how you're coming in and out of consciousness this much, but just lay back down.
I think it's the concussion.
It probably is. Just go to sleep.
I don't think I should sleep off a concussion. I just fall back asleep.
Just okay. Just let him be for a minute. But Sir Garrus turns to Naomi and he says, "My lady, I'm glad to see you're alive, but I'm afraid we have to cut this reunion short. All of the chaos in the city is starting to turn violent. There's the common folk are starting to get a little things are getting hot, and the king ordered us to leave the city at once." And as Sir Garrus says this, you turn and look at the central market, and you start to see a crowd of people gathering around Corvo's manor. And as the crowd begins to throw things at the city guard that is like holding them back with spears, and it's just starting to become kind of an angry mob around there. And Ada is standing here, says, "Are we going to help them?" And Sir Garrus says, "The king said that it's time for Corvo's son to rise up and be the man his father wasn't. And this is their problem. He said for us to leave at once. So we're leaving. And so all of you, if y'all are in agreement to leave, y'all are all getting in the wagon. I guess you just like move aside the like sleeping Alex, the sleeping Avarice. And so now you're in the cart with the three of you, Ada and Abby. And you all get in the wagon and start to ride out of Trine. You continue to watch the scene in the market, and you see the crowd grow more and more unruly. Several of them like trying to charge past the guards to get closer to the wreckage in the manor. And you see one get too close, and the guard just completely cuts him down. Yeah. And the scene's getting worse and worse, and eventually you see this young-looking boy like standing up at the top of the steps of the manor, and you see him like you can't tell what he's saying because you're too far away, but you just see him shouting and trying to get the attention of the crowd, but no one appears to be listening to him, and the crowd is just getting more violent. And then Ada says, "Corvo clearly doesn't have many fans here. I mean, he is a piece of shit. You can attest to that, Brutus."
Yeah, he wasn't the best guy I ever met.
No. But still, this is looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but it makes sense when you live in this luxurious mansion just blocks away from the starving people in your city. People are probably not going to like you very much. I mean, people might not like my cousin, but at least everything he does for the people. He is not just, he might not be perfect, but he's not this greedy. And then as you approach the final stretch to when you're about to exit Trine, the market again catches your eye, and the shouting in the square grows louder and louder, and the boys shouting becomes more and more kind of desperate. And suddenly, from the back of the mob, you see a brick go sailing high in the air. It arches over the crowd and crashes down directly into the young boy's face. The boy collapses down and you no longer see him. The crowd rushes towards the opening of the manor. The guards are overtaken and trampled. You see men like lifting the wreckage out that Avarice had caused by sending the Endbringer down. And a moment later, you see the angry peasants emerge from the house with the body of Corvo Ashford, and then you get too far and can't see the city anymore. And Ada is kind of growing pale, and she's just says, "Well, good gods, that was terrible."
Today's been a day.
It's been a rough one. Can I just say? Of all the days, this has been bottom 5.
Sorry, that's Avarice.
I don't know. Based on the way Avarice was talking, I think Avarice had a decent day.
Apparently, he met like his best friend in the entire world.
My best friend's Meepo.
Dar, should we be concerned the way he just kind of attaches to people like Meepo and John? And, has delusions that they love him. And they're best friends and great and all that.
I mean...
Well, John loves him.
He seems to be pretty spot on with John so far.
Well, the delusions in how skilled he is.
I'm not a psychologist. I don't even know what that is really. But
a word I've seen.
Yeah, it's a word I've seen.
It just came to me.
It came to me in a high.
If I was to guess, make an assumption, I would say that there might be a deep underlying personality disorder. A vast, as I peer into Avarice's soul, I sense a vast emptiness within him. Perhaps from his upbringing. Perhaps father trauma, in a way. But this is just all speculation.
I agree with you. I also have the fear that he'll gladly throw us to the wolves to save someone he just met in a bar.
Never be cautious around that bumbling fool.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad stuff going on in Avarice's head, Avarice, as you are in this kind of shock-induced, concussion-induced sleep in the wagon, you start to have a nightmare, and it's a kind of familiar nightmare. We see a large tiefling man kneeling before a giant altar made out of bones. And we see him kneeling there, and then when he rises, we see this bloody heart that's sitting on the altar, just pulsing and blood pouring down from it, beating. Then the scene changes, and we see a bedroom covered in blood and a young woman on her knees weeping and wailing. Then the scene changes again, and we see a boat sailing across the ocean, and the sea is gently lapping up against the edges of the boat, and the ocean spreads out into infinity behind it. And then one last change. We see a large red dragon-like beast flying through the air and it looks beautiful until it's hidden by the blinding light of the sun. We're staring at the sun for another moment until we hear a terrible shriek, and you wake up startled, the mark on your arm burning into your skin.
Don't know what hurts worse, the throbbing headache or my hands.
John, he needs you.
But buddy, what is it? What is it, my man? What is it, my man?
Give me some wine.
Do we have wine on this cart? No, we have rubbing alcohol. Do you want me to pour some alcohol on it?
Just let me kill something.
Driver, we have to kill something. He said we gotta kill something. He knows. Avarice knows.
I peek my head above the car and look for like a deer or just some bird or something.
Perception check.
What the?
A natural 20.
Was it actually
A natural 20.
You see?
I feel like this is the waste of a nat 20.
You see a bird flying across on the side, like next to the wagon.
Fucking, I shoot it.
Attack roll. The bird's gonna have a low AC.
12.
Yes, you shoot the bird. It fries to a crisp and falls onto the ground.
Okay, the headache stops, but I think my hand still
Yeah,
burns.
your hand's still burning some. Yeah. It is starting to subside, but it is still burning.
Siren goes, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah. Y'all are probably just like zoning out watching the countryside.
Yeah.
And suddenly Avarice like gets up, starts shouting, and it shoots a bird.
So did he get healed by killing things? Can he always do that?
I could. I usually miss.
Can we just like...
It's only temporary. I think the headache will return.
Can y'all control your friend, please?
Bruce, just hit this man upside the head with a frying pan or something.
No, I just got rid of the headache, please.
Well, can we refrain from killing random wildlife as we go through the countryside, please?
It was just a blackbird.
At the very least, let's stop and get it because he fried it already.
No, I think that thing's gone. I kind of launched that thing into next week.
Vaporized.
Shame.
Let's just all calm down, please. Please.
I feel a lot
You
better.
don't tell my friend Avarice what to do.
Yeah, you tell him, John.
Yeah, John's just gonna be like obsessed with you now because
Sweet.
you've given him
I
everything.
can't wait to introduce John and Meepo.
I think John is like John's like the dark side of the Meepo coin. Like you're obsessed with Meepo, but Meepo's terrified of you and kind of wants nothing to do with you. Whereas John will reinforce all of your like evil ways.
Yes.
John will be like, "Oh, we're going murdering. All right, let's go. Let's fucking go."
You say so, Avarice.
All right. 2 useless NPCs. I kind of have a yin and yang. Everything's working out here. Stop. Let's just stop with the useless
More.
NPCs.
More.
You know,
Stop,
he's not gonna stop.
Stop introducing characters to me.
No more characters. This is it.
No more characters for the rest of this game.
Okay. Let me see where I am though. Okay, the three of you ride along the countryside. A little more calm now. The birds aren't getting shot left and right. But Ada has mostly been silent. She's obviously still kind of troubled by the day's events and everything that's happened. But after a long while, she finally speaks up and she says, "All right, so I suppose you guys might want to know about where we're headed. We are going to the city of Catalina. It's the capital of the empire. Surely you guys have heard about it, but I think none of y'all have actually been to the capital, but you know of the capital. And our base of operations there is going to be the Sun Keep. It's the major castle, the royal castle in Catalina. I imagine that's where they're going to put you. Oh God, what else? It's old. It's made of mostly white bricks. I guess the food is all right. There's some cool bars. I don't know. What the fuck do you want to know? What do you want to know about the city?
Is there a magic smith?
A magic smith?
Yeah, you know, they're like blacksmiths. They view magics into items. Come on.
There are magic shops. Sure, yes.
Okay.
So-
What's the one you recommend?
I like. Oh God, what are they calling it? Ever since
Any boots at airwalking anywhere?
Oh my god.
I think I have it listed. Hold on.
Well, since they're magic shop, I'm going to assume there's a blacksmith, a regular old blacksmith.
Ever since Targan's son took it over, I mean, I think he changed the name. I don't remember, but I think his son's name was Dylan. I think
Dylan?
Yeah, I mean, he's
How
a,
is that lad,
he's a weird
Dylan?
dude. He's kind of quiet. He's kind of strange, to be honest.
I think he'll make good friends with my friend here, John.
Yeah,
They sound like they're around the same age.
son. Okay, I was wondering how you. Okay.
Son.
Yeah. He has pretty much everything like an adventurer would want there. That's probably the one that I would recommend. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there an apothecary?
Yes, yeah. Any type of shop or good, good supplier, adventuring supplier, you should be able to find. This is the biggest city in the entire empire.
Oh no. I meant more of like of the dispensary variety.
I see.
How legal are drugs in the empire?
It's a large city. I myself am not too familiar with that, but I have to imagine it's there for you. But I am the wrong lady to ask.
Darvin's a clever character. I'm sure he will find himself the appropriate company.
Yeah, I mean, anything. It's again the royal city. It's where the king stays. It's obviously located in the northernmost part of the continent. It's right on the ocean up there. There's nice harbor. Lots of good many stuff to do. The central part of the city is enclosed by like a long oval wall, and that's where the central part of the city is. But a lot of commoners and live outside. It stretches out decently far, but those walls have never been broken down. It's a kind of a military powerhouse, that city. But impressive. I'm sure it's probably the biggest city that any of you have ever seen. So prepare to have your mind blown. Now I'm going to go rest again if y'all have no questions. The closer your procession gets to the city, the more livelier your surroundings get. While most of the journey has been in open plains and woods without seeing another soul, you now begin to see all sorts of folk. Merchants, beggars, adventurers, rough-looking brigands, nobles, and ordinary townspeople. You see them all passing through the towns that lay on the outskirts of Catalina. Once the city comes into view, you see that Ada wasn't lying about its size. You see a ring of white stone wall circling the city that sprawls out farther, and the city sprawls out. Yeah. All right. I had the wording was not great here, but you see a long the circular wall she was talking about, and you see the city just sprawling out for like really, really far. From this far out, it's hard to make out a lot of things, but even from this far out, you can see the Sun Keep stands high above the rest of the city. You can see the Catalina harbor in the distance, and you can barely make out ships, giant merchant ships coming in and out of the harbor. While you guys have seen, you guys have probably seen some of the major cities of the Empire and maybe even the Salvat Alliance, but you have not seen anything this big. It's pretty huge. From the wagon that's going beside you, you hear, "Fellers, look at that! Man, that's a real impressive. That's an impressive sight, isn't it? How's Avarice doing? He doesn't look hot."
I look over and I'm like, "What's up?"
You see Erky and Meepo in the wagon next to you.
Meepo, I got you a new friend. Now point to John.
"Hey, bud, how you doing?" So Meepo says, "Hi." And he just kind of
Y'all are going to be knights together.
Meepo doesn't want to be a knight. Meepo's tired of fighting.
Meepo, you haven't fought in like 2 episodes.
What the hell is he talking? What's an episode?
Sweet. Go back to sleep. It's okay. Yeah, every time you get a concussion, you start to see through the fourth wall.
That's how I'm playing into it, at least.
Okay, you approach the city, and as you get there, the Imperial host makes their way through the massive south gates of the city, and soldiers are holding up the incoming and outgoing traffic as you make your way through. You see a lot of townspeople kind of like peering through, trying to get a look at the king and the other royal people. And you see a lot of nobles kind of look annoyed that you're holding up the traffic. They're just like giving the whole procession annoyed looks. I imagine they'll take us to the Sun Keep first and show you to your living quarters.
I get out and start walking for that magic shop.
Avarice, we have things to take care of.
I misty step away.
Oh my god.
All right, Avarice is gone. We'll worry about him later.
Man,
All right,
forget this idiot.
Guards, go get him. The Imperial Knights go and swarm and try to get you. You can try to avoid, but they're gonna drag you back to the cart.
Yeah. I use Misty Step a second time. This time in a crevice where they can't see. I'm just trying to get to a magic shop, guys.
This is not even going to be like a fun diversion. It's just going to be an obnoxious one.
Well, they can continue going. I'll be back eventually, apparently.
On this episode of Nerds and Dragons, Avarice goes shopping.
But then y'all are also going to go shopping just 10 minutes later. Like, it's the same thing. It's not going to even be that different unless just Avarice starts murdering people. Then Avarice is not going to last long. Avarice is
Avarice has no plans on murdering. He just wants cool stuff.
Avarice, we're all going to the shop. You just need to come back to the key.
I'm like, I Misty Steps like 30 feet every time. I'm like at least 100 feet away.
All right, we'll
Hey, Avarice, you forgot John.
Just, bud, take me with you.
Nah, I'm off.
All right, Avarice is gone.
He's gonna come back and
The rest of you.
he's gonna come back and have started like a cult or something. I just know it.
He's gonna have like 15 Johns and Nebos.
I'm going to bring like 2 more people back to the keep.
How this interlude episode is gonna be like 3 episodes because Avarice is just like strolling around the city.
I want like each like simple commoner he recruits to all sound exactly like John and have them all be named John. And
the effort is going to get less and less as this goes on. Or eventually, if Alex comes up with some commoner and be like, all right, Alex, you're playing them. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm not. I refuse.
And then we just have most conversations of Alex talking to himself.
He gets to do that instead of me. Good. You have at it. It sucks. Okay, well, I guess maybe Avarice will catch up eventually. Or you know what would be even better? Maybe he's gone and you two are just the party now. And maybe that sounds great to me. Let's just go with that one. Anyway.
They were taking too long. I needed to go.
Okay, I promise we'll get to... No running away. I promise we'll get to the item shop. We're going to go see your quarters. They should be good. I mean, I think everyone's very proud of you guys or whatever. I have to imagine that your cell won't be like... Your quarters won't be a prison.
Excuse me?
I have to imagine your cells... your quarters won't be a prison cell. I mean, there was the chance of that earlier. I don't think there's a chance of that now. If they do try to do that, I give you my word that I will at least protest for like 20 seconds if they try to put you in the cell.
Okay.
Your girl Ada has your back, okay?
Avarice had the right idea. He gone.
You ride through the streets, passing by food markets, brothels, bars, item shops, arms dealers, and many other various sites.
God, I hope I can find that item shop by myself.
It's a big old city, and you got out at the very front gates of it. So, after traveling up the main road for a while, the Sun Keep comes into view in between the buildings, and the cart finally stops, and one of the Imperial soldiers opens the door to your cart and lets you all step out. And then Sir Regis, the dragonborn spear-wielding knight dude, walks up and he says, Hello, gentlemen. If you would follow me, Lady Naomi would like a word with you, and after that, we'll show you to your rooms. Does that sound good? Wasn't there supposed to be 3 of you?
Forget about him. For now.
Yeah, he's just dead weight.
Well, that just means he gets last dibs on his room. There you go.
Good, because it hasn't been brought up, but I had a seizure earlier, and
Oh, that's not good.
no,
Hey,
I'm feeling a little wonky.
do you have a history of seizures? He
No,
pulls out a clipboard.
What medication have you been taking?
medication.
Well,
What symptoms are you having right now?
we'll get that looked at real quick. Just follow me.
Cool.
Everything you need should be in this keep. This keep has doctors and everything else. So Regis leads you into the Sun Keep, and inside is the inside is equally as impressive as the outside, with beautiful white staircases, shimmering jewels on the walls, and giant statues depicting past kings and warriors that you're not familiar with, and just other dragons and things like that. You are led up multiple flights of stairs until you are led into a room that appears to be a sort of a library, with the far wall is filled with books, and there's a few tables and couches and desks spread out in the room. So Regis says, "Oh, wait here, gentlemen. Lady Naomi will be with you very shortly. Is there anything I can get you in the meantime? A glass of water, some ale, a puppy?"
I'm down with the puppy.
Sure, why not? And water would be nice too, and water for the puppy too.
Okay. The king's son is crazy about dogs, so we are just like overloaded with puppies here. Like,
Nice.
if you just want to keep one, I mean. Seriously, we are like ruined with puppies. It's just kind of ridiculous.
We'll think about it.
Get a Shiba Inu.
Okay, so Regis leaves you in this library to go fetch your puppies and water. He's gone for a few minutes. He comes back. He says, "Here's your water. Here's your," and he gives you 1 puppy to share between two of you. But
Well, you said you were overflowing with puppies. Why we gotta
you just
share?
said, "All right, fine." He leaves. He comes back with another puppy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
And they're like very, very little puppies, and they're like, "We don't even have names for these." I mean, if you again take the puppies, please, please take the puppies.
Avarice is missing out.
Yeah.
Ravers is having his own adventure in
sure
the
he
city
is.
that can't wait for Darby to
I-
improvise.
I mean, Darvin, if you really think about
Just
it,
never go back.
John is his puppy.
Yeah, you already had it.
Yeah.
What's John
Wow.
doing right now, Darby? What's his...
John is not with them. Naomi just wanted to speak with them.
Damn.
John's
We're
not a
with
hero.
John right now. John does not get his own individual scene separate from everyone else. That's not gonna happen. I'm just curious. Are you gonna name the puppies?
Can I call it?
Roll a d20 to see male or female for both of them.
Okay.
1 through 10 will be girl. 10 through 20 will be female.
So 1 through 10, 10 through 20. That's what you said.
I got a 20.
1 through 10 will be
Yeah.
girl. 10 through 20 will be boy.
Mine's a male.
So
Yours
what's
is a girl.
10? You said
I
10
think so.
What? Yeah. Right.
Okay.
20.
Wait, which one's which?
I like first half girl, second half.
boy.
Okay, I got the girl.
Okay. I'm going to name mine Better Avarice.
Betterus.
Betterus. Betterus for short.
What type of dog is it?
It can be whatever you want. Just choose one.
It's
All choices.
what are those like little tiny like cockapoodles or whatever? Cockapoos. Really small like curly fluffy dog.
Okay.
It's like a stuffed animal.
Nice.
That's what it is.
Jeff.
Male, female. What'd you get?
Mine's female.
Is yours male?
Jacob.
Is better male or female?
Betterus is male,
Okay.
I think.
Then there's gonna be a whole plot where they breed and make some like crazy war action dog or something. What's yours, Jeff? We need that name. We need that name and dog breed. The podcast cannot move on.
Let's see.
Gets me.
name's going to be.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind.
I won't lie. This is partially to make
I might not be looking up dog breeds in D&D to see if I can find an overpowered dog breed.
Oh, you missed out. I mean.
Nah.
No dogs for you.
I'll steal a dog if I have to, if need be.
Her name's gonna be Mob,
All right.
Oh.
and
You might want to write on your character sheets your dog name and breed, so I don't have to keep up with it. But this may or may not be to make up for the Adventure Zone's lack of dogs on the moon.
let's see.
Make it a death dog.
Huh?
Look up
It
death
has to be.
dog.
It has to be at least just a kind of normal dog.
Death dog.
I don't even know how I'm gonna do this.
Why? What happened?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it the same things can happen. It's just gonna be weirdly.
I'm gonna go with the.
And I gotta punish you. I can't just have you. And then you stroll upon the item shop because you're in this gigantic city that you've never been to.
Yeah, no,
before in your
I
life.
plan on being lost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Alaska Malamute.
I can just search it.
Alaska exists.
So it's like a husky, but is it just
that kind of thing.
kind of different?
Known for its strength and endurance.
Nice.
I think it's a good Brutus dog.
Yes. I'm enjoying it. I'm already happy with the puppy decision. Okay, as you are getting acquainted with your puppies and having a good time and everything's great, the door to the library opens and Naomi walks in. And she says, hi, boys. Bummer day, huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you could put it like that.
Yeah, I had a seizure. I think Avarice officially lost it.
Oh, seizure.
Yeah.
Did you have a history with those?
Who was your previous doctor?
Everyone's asking that, but no. First time. Hopefully last time.
Maybe get that checked out. I mean,
Ask him for his
Probably
mother.
should, but everyone's focused on Avarice because he's weak.
Is Brutus Bonebreaker insured?
Avarice doesn't give me insurance.
Yeah, sorry, that service is not provided by our company.
speaking of which, they said that Avarice just left. Like, is he going AWOL? Like, should we be concerned? Is he gonna go off killing people or something?
Oh, I would be very concerned.
Yeah, he'll slither his way
Meds.
back, but whether something happened in between is anyone's guess.
We'll tell the guards to be on the lookout. I mean, he is a tiefling. Don't know if I've ever seen a tiefling in the city, so that shouldn't be too hard to pinpoint.
Tell them to not let their guard down.
Yeah. Well, today was terrible. I mean, both the Innbringers and Corvo at the inn. I mean, I can't pretend that I will miss Corvo, but still, that was terrifying, and his son absolutely didn't deserve any of this. It's pretty bad, but Corvo's death does spell something out kind of clearly. Ashara was almost certainly acting on behalf of Ruby Rock. I don't understand any other reason that a Ruby Rock caravan would be coming to Trine and the rider on that caravan would be targeting Corvo specifically in the way that she did. I don't think that's a coincidence, and it's no secret that Ruby Rock, which is a dwarven mining community, there's no secret that they blame Corvo for the bombing that happened at their mines a while back. They have every reason in the world to want him dead, but what I don't understand is why Ashara is working for them. And there's another wrinkle on this that kind of complicates things. We have reason to believe that Corvo was not the one who bombed the mine in Ruby Rock. So ever since the Warden of the West title, it's a title that allows one major house to kind of be the central governing body for us in a certain region of the empire. The Warden of his West was stripped of his title a while back. That's a long story, but we've been looking for a new Warden of the West. And both Corvo and Zeke Greenridge, who is the Lord of Ruby Rock, have both kind of been competing for the position. Honestly, it's been kind of exhausting watching the two men act like children trying to get the attention of a parent. It's just watching the king have to deal with both of them has been very exhausting. But from the crown's perspective, Corvo was the obvious answer. He has a bigger city, more men, a better economy, and more power to watch over the land. As shitty as he is, he was a better prospect than the lord of a large but not that large dwarven mining town. The only thing that gave us hesitation was the fact that Corvo was hated by many, as you've seen in Trine, and he had been known for starting conflicts in the past. But we were going to give him the position anyway, and we told Corvo that. Corvo knew that he was getting this position and that we were just kind of waiting for the heat to die off. But right before we were going to announce it, the mining explosion happened. And obviously Zeke and Ruby Rock immediately assumed that Corvo attacked them, and it made and attacked them in order, and it made sense because Zeke thought that they were attacking them to secure the Warden of the West position. That's what he accused Corvo of, like foul play there, which would make sense, but Corvo knew he was getting that title. It really does not make sense for Corvo to be the one to do this, because now we can't, obviously Corvo's dead now, but like after that bombing, we couldn't name Corvo. Like there was too much anger towards him at that point. But again, what I don't understand is why Ashara is working for them. But regardless of her reasons, it's very possible Ashara might return to Ruby Rock or somewhere nearby. So we will be on the lookout. Like I told you, Darvin, now we have an area. We know somewhere she has been before. We can look. We can be on the lookout for her. And we need to be prepared to move on her at any moment. But until we have something more to act on, you guys are free to explore the city. You guys are free to do whatever you want within the bounds of the city. It's a large city with a lot of things to do.
Already doing that.
Okay, so we will show you to your rooms in the Sun Keep. We have a whole wing that has been unused. That the three of you, maybe two of you, as well as your friends, should all have a room that they can stay in this wing. And again, you're free to go anywhere within the walls of the city, but we do ask you to check into the Sun Keep at least once a day and be prepared for the next time we need to go out. And I will tell you guys again, when this is all over, none of you will want for anything again. This is the most important mission that this world has ever seen, and we have faith in you guys. I hope our future meetings will be less contentious. I do have a lot of faith in you, and do you guys have any questions for me before you're shown to your rooms?
Well, Darvin scratches his chin, I don't really approve of being forced into being somebody's lapdog. No offense, Veterus. He pats the cockapoo in his arms. But with these sweet digs, I can't really complain. But I hope you honor your word of wanting for none, because Darwin's wanted for much in his life.
Trust me. I mean, one look at the Citadel, and you should know that we have the means for this. And one look at those Inbringers, and you should know that we are desperate. I mean, even with an army, if we can't get to Ashara, it's nearly impossible to take her down. She has the ability to wipe out entire armies. We need people who can move more discreetly than an army can. then. But yes.
But surely with King Farron and all of his air quotes mightiness, I'd imagine that there is some sort of discrete force for all these, political games that have occurred.
We've tried, and I mean, you guys are not the only ones. I mean, like, you guys are far from the only ones that we're sending on missions and that we're using to try to take Ashara down. You are one of many. We are trying to cover. I mean, this whole thing is costing us a lot, but it will be worth it in the end.
Very well, but Darwin always sleeps with one eye open, and then he points at his eyes and then back at Naomi's eyes and back and forth like that.
And Bruce is playing with Mob.
Yes, of course.
Simple boy.
Oh, by the way, I don't think it will matter here, but have we technically had a short rest with the whole writing here and all that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And with that short rest, I immediately used my 2 spell slots to Misty Step away.
Yeah, I guess we'll.
Yes, you did.
I immediately used all my spell slots just to explore the city.
All right, I guess we'll cut over to Avarice.
Okay. I look over and I was like,
yeah,
I
what
swear
the hell
I
are you
passed that
doing?
building like 5 times already.
So, what is Avarice doing?
He's looking for the item shop, the magic shop that he heard Naomi mention. So he's just out there looking. No plan. He's just looking for an item shop.
Just a man in the city.
He's just a man in the city.
Are you like asking people?
I think he's gotten to the point after he's walked in a circle about 5 times that he's finally asking someone. He looks over. He goes over to a woman with her child and is like, "Hey, have you seen the magic shop? What was it called again? I don't remember."
Hey, get the fuck out of here!
Carry on.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know who yous is, but I sure as hell ain't talking to no weirdo like you. So go on and
Do you know who would talk to me?
What's this little boy doing?
huh?
Do you know who would talk to me?
Hell no.
Ma, he's scaring me.
Hey, little kid, have you seen him? Do you know him? Start talking to the kid.
Fuck
Do
you.
know him? Oh. Avarice goes to the person right next door.
Can you leave my wife and child alone, please?
Yeah. Please, sir.
Please.
I'll go to the older man next to him.
Sir, can you leave my my son?
Leave my grandson alone.
I go to
over here.
I go to
Beat him up,
the
Grandpa.
I go to the woman that kind of looks like the father, and they're around the same age. And it's like, hey.
Leave my brother alone.
Okay, I move away from the family. Not harassing.
You start to round the corner. I'm using your own words against you because you did say you lapped around this block 5 times. Yeah. You see an Imperial guard says,
and I wave to him. Hey, have you seen the item shop?
Hey, Avarice?
Yeah.
Isn't that your name? Hey, how you doing, bud?
Good. But
What you doing?
Looking for the magic shop. What are you doing?
Here to bring you back to the Sun Keep.
Back to the Sun Keep? I've never been there.
I guess that is true. You caught me. Sorry. We gotta go. He got us. He got us.
I'll go willingly if you just show me where the magic shop is.
Yeah, it's in that. You almost got me. You
I
almost
mean,
got me. You almost got me.
I'm out of spell slots. I can't get away from you now.
Well, then just come back.
Well, I'll come back if you just tell me where it is. We can make a quick detour on the way there. I'll go to the cheap one.
Here, look. I mean, I don't know if they should just try to grab you or if they should. I don't know.
I mean, we don't have to fight about this. We can just walk over there for a second. Hey, here, I'll flip them a 10.
All right, I'm gonna need more than a 10.
Another 10? I look at him like, do you want from me?
50.
Here, I give him the halberd off my back. You can just take this. Pretty dope, right?
That and 20.
I give you 20 already.
I thought we were negotiating. I thought we were part of it.
No, I've already flipped him 10. Oh, 2 10s. Here's
All right.
takes my halberd. Okay, cool.
Come with us.
Okay. We go to the magic shop then because we agreed that we'll do this without fighting. Sweet. I lost 20 in just my magic halberd that I can recall anytime I want.
I know. They wouldn't know that, though. Okay, I mean, the kind of problem is I have one shop that I've made that was supposed to be one shop for everyone. It's like very simplified. So I guess Avarice is getting first dibs on all the items. Sorry.
I have to imagine that.
It's like the 7-Eleven
That
of-
won't fit me too much unless he's really being a dick.
I just mean like he might buy things that you wanted.
Yeah.
Well, as far as equipment goes, I imagine not too much crossover.
Avarice,
You
I'm
can
not
like
even
arm
know.
wrestle him later.
Yeah.
Okay, Darby.
I mean like magic item shop. So yes, there'd be
Okay.
crossover if you.
By the way, on the
potential.
walk there, the one I gave my halberd to, I started talking to him, asking him what his name is, his family life, his dreams and aspirations.
you give me all three of those things right now.
Okay. His name is Philip. He's been a guard for the last 6 years, and he is actually betrothed to a knight's daughter, but they have not wed yet. He's looking forward to the wedding night. It's supposed to happen in like 2 months from now. Yeah, whenever she comes of age. Yeah. Okay.
What does Philip sound like?
Oh, my name is Philip.
Oh god.
That Philip sounds like the way you were just talking.
Yeah.
That's Philip.
I mean, I feel like I'm getting cold feet. Is that normal? I mean, like,
Of course.
It's just like that's a lot of commitment. Like, I want to travel and things, and she wants kids. It's just
That dowry, though, with that, y'all can travel. Like, is it like 500 gold pieces?
they just. I mean, they work me to the bone here. I don't know.
Okay. Listen,
I mean,
if you work,
are we even going to be able to get away? I mean, like, yeah, she has a lot of money from her dad and everything, but how are we going to leave here? Like, her dad's like,
listen, you've worked here for a while. You have a lot of PTO saved up. You can.
I guess you're right.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, like, my family never had anything. This is such a good gig I have
Listen,
here. It
Come
pays-
to Glister with me, and you'll love it. Trust me.
That's where I want to go to Glister. It sounds incredible.
Yeah, like the Red Falls. Oh
Darby.
my god. The babes there, nothing can beat them.
You said the babes?
The babes.
I'm getting married, dude.
Tiefling babes.
Exactly. Some eye candy is fine.
Married, not dead. Am I right, dude?
Bachelor party.
And I guess we arrive at the shop. It's like,
Into the Central Market. Yeah. All right, here we go. Time to pull up the Central Market way sooner than I expected to pull it up.
derailing campaigns. How much money does everyone have? I'm down.
Yeah, I had when I did all y'all selling things, I came to 927 for Avarice, 1,035 for Brutus, and 1,065 for Darwin.
Okay. Can we just get rid of that stuff in our inventory and just say that we
Yeah.
did it? Okay. I'm at 907 now because I spent 20 trying to. Okay, I walk in. Does Philip follow me, or is he guarding the outside?
Philip is going to wait outside the door.
Okay, wherever I walk in, for some reason the halberd that was on his back just dissolves away.
Is it a time limit? Or
No, I can recall it anytime I want, and also I can have it it doesn't have to be on me. I can call it into existence and call it out of existence anytime it comes to me.
Oh yeah.
So I just uncall it out of existence so no one has it.
We'll give that a minute to have a reaction. So you walk into the item shop. You see a elven man behind the register or whatever. I guess I can show you.
Okay, I walk in asking what's his
Making
best shit.
Imperial Night copies. You walk in, you see this elven man sitting behind the table, and he says, "Hey man, what's up?
What's up?
What you need?
What do you got?
Um,
What's your best shit? What do you recommend?"
Well, I can just show you the list. That's usually the easiest way. I mean, yeah.
Wow. Not much
much-
throughs the sell. Come on, give me the car salesman.
Not
bitch.
much customer service here in
Yeah. I wasn't expecting just the menu.
Catalina.
I mean, I don't know, dude. Just look. Just look.
Okay, I take the catalog.
I just work here.
If you look in your journals, which is the third tab
Item
over,
shop, I see it.
should see item shop.
Wow, these are expensive. Gym shorts.
Cool socks.
The third tab over.
Jeff, that's
is
exactly what
journal.
you need. He's +1 athletics. What?
And these are the items. I mean, if there's any in particular that you want to read out for the podcast that you think are particularly good, if it says AZ item, that means it. I did take some items straight from the Adventure Zone just because they were very good items, but I'm giving credit if there is. But there are some of these that I'm pretty. I like a lot.
Give me a second. It's going to take me a second to read through it.
I want to point out, just for listeners, wrist spider. This is a wristband that can magically turn into a spider and will cause the user to temporarily swap bodies with the spider. The spell ends and the wristband returns to your body either once the spider's body crawls back on the wearer's wrist or after 1 hour, whichever comes first. So
What? I can't voluntarily switch back. I have to be in the spider's body for an hour.
no, if you're in the spider's body, if you crawl back on Avris's wrist, then it turns back into the wristband. You switch back. But the thing is, basically, you can use this to go really small and do like reconnaissance. But your body is going to be inhabited by a regular spider that has no clue why the fuck it's a human all of a sudden. So if you do this, you're going to have to either deal with the consequences of your body being controlled by the confused spider, or you're going to have people who can restrain you or something. And if you fail to be restrained, then your body's just going to flop around and with a spider controlling it, doing God knows what to it for a full hour.
I already know I'm probably not going to get.
Sorry, if you said this, I'm assuming the star means it's a one-time use thing.
No, at the very top, the star says can be bought more than once.
Okay.
If it's one-time use, it should say on it. Well, the scrolls are all one-time use. I don't think I said that on there.
What about the friendly strike thing?
That can be. It is one-time use, but you can buy more than one.
Okay.
I guess I'll just read a few. I'm not going to read all of these, but Friendly Strike is a magical oil that, once applied to a weapon, will turn the damage of any physical attack into a healing move. And I put in there it has to be direct contact with the weapon or the arrow or whatever. It won't work with an environment. If you knock something over onto someone and damage them, that won't work. It has to be a weapon attack.
I phased my halberd into existence. How much will you give me for this?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice, I guess.
I know it has some wear and tear to it, so I'll drop it to 500. I know it's a pretty good deal. I got this thing for about 900. As you can see, the edge right here, it's a +1 halberd.
I mean, I don't know.
Here, hold it. Test the blade out.
He holds it for a second and he's like, I don't know what do you think, Pop? And he looks over and you didn't see until now, but they're on the shelf over to the right. There is a frog sitting on top of the shelf. He holds the sword out to the frog. The frog ribbits a few times. And he's like,
You really think so? I pretend like I understand the frog.
Dude, can you not? I mean,
Sorry.
we're having a conversation here, right?
Oh, I thought it was part of it. My bad.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it looks a little better than that. And the frog ribbits a few more times. He's like, all right, whatever you say. He said 450.
A deal. Actually, if you don't mind, I'll just add that on to this purchase I'm about to make. Just take 450 off the.
Whatever you're buying, read it off for the
Take
podcast.
450 off the mystery powder.
Go ahead and read what the
A bag of powder that has 1 charge per day. When used on a creature, you roll 1d100 and have a random effect chosen from the wild magical surge table.
I read through this table and it gets pretty
I know.
wild.
I've read the table too. I actually had a character built in the game we were going to play where it was a mage, but she had no control over her magic. So every time she rolled, she would roll 1d100, and that's the spell she did.
And this is an Adventure Zone item, FYI. I did get that from the Adventure Zone, but it's so good. It's so good. I had to. Okay, yeah, keep track of your own money because I can't.
Okay, that means I'm down 450. I'm down to 300.
This was another Adventure Zone item that's just too good. I had to do Ring of the Grammarian. It's once per day you can alter 1 letter in a spell title and cast it with a new title and therefore a new effect. I have no clue what this will cause. Like, you can literally just like alter 1 letter and make it like, oh, now it's the whatever of, just be insane.
Okay, I'm going back to the D&D. Okay, I have 600 left.
All right, we have 600 even. We have an animal potion, a potion that after drinking will permanently give the user the ability to talk to animals. We have
But
an aqua lung.
I have to as a spell. That's a little awkward.
Yes, that's more of someone else. Aqua lung is a magical mouthpiece that allows users to breathe underwater. A mini me is a potion that once taken will form within your body a miniature version of yourself. If you fail a final death save, this version of yourself will sprout out of your mouth and die in your place, giving you another chance to save.
That's pretty nice.
Plus, I need something to make me interesting.
Those gym shorts are pretty slick, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, they were mine back in school. Oh, they're clean. Sorry, they're clean.
Go Catalina Centaurs.
What?
By the way, before we do it,
we were undefeated.
Be careful with that halberd. It does have properties where it can phase out of existence at any point in time. I should have probably mentioned that, but be careful. It's very sensitive.
Wait, what makes it phase out?
Huh? Just don't squeeze the handle like you're turning something. It sometimes does it. It's a little loose. Like, you might need to get like a smith to come tighten that thing back up. I know we said 450. We could change the price. I'll bring it down a little bit, but I'm trying not to mess you up.
100.
I'm being
100.
100. Oh, okay. That's a big difference.
I mean, you just told me that this thing could phase out of existence.
How about 200? How about 200?
125.
Wow. Really scamming me.
You literally just said that the thing that I bought could no longer exist if I squeeze the damn thing too hard. It's a sword.
No, it's a halberd. Don't squeeze halberds. You kind of jitter it.
I'll do 200 because I can probably sell this to some idiot who doesn't know.
That's why I kept it.
Okay, well that probably dramatically hinders what you can actually buy.
I have 400 now. I just started thinking, it's like, well, if I screw this guy over too much, I'm never going to be able to buy anything from this guy again. So let me.
Yeah, just spoilers. The whole party is on their way over here at some point. This is gonna be the same dude.
He doesn't know I'm involved with those guys. I really want to buy the gym shorts.
Then buy the gym shorts. They're there for you to buy. The gym shorts are breathable gym shorts, sure to make your sick dunks better but not wetter. Grants +1 to athletics.
Sorry. There's just so much to look through.
At least y'all have now, y'all look through, so we can maybe cut down on the amount of time it takes once y'all are here.
Well, luckily for me, a lot of it's magic based, so that kind of cuts down what my options consider.
Well, a lot of the scrolls you can
yeah,
still
but I
use.
said the scrolls are not.
Yeah.
The scrolls actually are kind of targeted specifically for you, Jeff, because they allow you to do a magic spell. Yeah, in case you don't know how scrolls work, it just means you have a one-time use of that spell, no matter who you are. Like you just recite that spell and it goes.
One-time use.
If someone's about to die,
Fuck them kids.
and Firebolt could catch something on fire and everything.
Okay. I always meant to read this as a kid, just never could. I'll take the Thieviness Raccoonus.
Ooh, I love that one.
And
I'll
also take a pair of that cool socks you got there.
Read off what those do.
Okay, well, Thieviness Raccoonus is a
You
book
don't have to
passed
include-
down through a family. It's a book passed down through a family of master thieves. Reading the book will grant your user +1 stealth. And the cool socks are some dope socks with pictures of dogs on them.
Pictures of dogs.
What kind of dogs, Larby? Or multiple dogs? Is it multiple dog
Yeah,
breeds?
it's a collection.
Oh,
Just
sweet.
a splattering of dog types. They are pretty dope.
Well, I immediately kick off my moccasins and put on some socks and put my.
So what were the 3 items you got?
I got the cool socks, the Thieviness Raccoonus, and the mystery powder.
Okay, so you did not get the gym shorts.
Did not. I don't need the +1 athletics. I think that's more someone else in our party. So, quick question about the Thieviness Raccoonus. If I read it and then give it to someone else.
No, I actually meant to change the wording of that before then. It's just going to be I see it more as something that you can refer to or something. Like it being on your person just makes you more stealthy because you can refer to it. So it's just you.
Do I feel anything when I put on the cool socks?
You feel cool.
You feel very cool. You feel more stylish than you ever have in your life.
Sweet. How much money?
Oh, do you mean D&D terms now?
310. I think I spent 910.
Okay, we're going to leave Avarice there for the moment and flip back to our boys, our good boys that didn't run off.
Iris has been a naughty boy.
Good
I
boys.
got the
Naughty
items
boy.
first.
Well, they're going to get to choose their rooms first. The servants escort both of you, Brutus and Darvin, into a hallway that branches out in 2 directions with 8 rooms attached to them. We are going to move over there right this minute. So they lead you into this room. There's a giant semicircle thing with a bunch of different bedrooms attached to it, and the servants say, you can take your pick of whatever room you want. First come, first serve. Have at it. This whole wing is not being used. And I think your friends are being told to come up here and they can choose their room. So go ahead. What strikes your fancy?
Darwin shall take the room to the upper left.
Okay. 'Tis Darvin's space.
The upper left corner
Jeffrey,
of the hall.
going up against Darvin, or what are you doing? This is very important.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be important. Who knows?
Which one do you say again? The upper left or upper right? What?
Upper left corner is the one that Darwin chose.
Okay. Go with the upper right. Me and Mom need space.
John, Erky, and Meepo all arrive, and John just says, "This is bullshit. Avarice should be here. It's just not as fun without Avarice."
Avarice should get first choice always.
Which one did you pick, Jeff?
Top right.
All right, y'all got the big ones at the end.
I'm a big boy.
John's gonna take this one over here, hoping that Avarice takes the one right next to him.
Or pick the same one.
Or pick the same one.
Whoa.
Meepo is going to try to... Meepo's going to go over here next to Darvin and hope to God that Avarice doesn't go near him.
Well, I think
And he's going to...
Please keep the one next to me open.
yeah, Urky's going to go in this top center one. Actually, Urky's like, well, if I can get the bigger room, he's going to go here. But then, like, John didn't realize. He already moved all of his stuff in there before John even realized. And then John saw, was like, no, John was mad that he got that room. So,
Awkward.
yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Avarice, what are you doing here? You're not here.
I have no clue where this is.
This is in the Sun Keep, which you probably, that you could get.
I'm
to
heading.
the
I'm
keep.
heading back now.
Okay.
I'm done shopping. I'm with Philip. We're on our way. Philip is probably really upset that his magic freaking
Oh yeah, that's gonna come. into play.
Halberd's gone.
Well, I'm guessing or after y'all get to y'all's rooms, the servants tell you that Brutus and Darvin that you are now free. You're free to go explore the city, however you so choose. As long as they just stick around and everything. We could make it timeline wise where Brutus and Darvin get through all this and go to the market in the time that you're still in the market. Probably.
he did go around in circles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just
that's
do
fair,
that.
that's
Let's
fair.
just do that. Let's make these two scenes merge. I'll make it sound better in the podcast. Okay. Yeah. So the servants give both of you, Brutus and Darvin. Yeah. Can you close that? Thank you, Jeff. And I think Brutus and Darvin, both of you, are in agreement that you're going to go to the item shop, possibly, partly to get items and maybe to see if Avarice is there.
Yes.
To try to find him. I think
Reluctantly.
we're all in agreement. So I think Brutus and Darvin, you leave the keep and you get, I think you ask for directions from a few of the servants and stuff to the central market. They direct you. It's actually not that far. It's just to the right. It's just nearby the citadel or the keep. And you approach. Okay, as you walk into the market, you were told that the item shop would be kind of in the far corner of the market. So you both walk in. Let me get your... And Urky came with you.
Hey, I'm Ricky Timbers. I'm looking for a weapon of mass destruction.
Well, hiya, boys.
Yup. Urky, all y'all walk into the market and you scan the market and you look towards that corner where you said that where you heard that the item shop would be. And when you look over there, you see a certain red tiefling being held up against the wall by an Imperial Knight who is screaming in his face.
And I'm telling him, did you squeeze the handle?
Oh, Darvin
You
goes.
can't squeeze the handle. Dude, it was a magic blade.
Son of a bitch, you gave me wedding advice. I trusted you, you asshole.
Oh my god. I told okay. Did you squeeze the handle?
I sat right, it was on my back. How can I squeeze it with my
Were you
back?
leaning against the wall?
Yes. What?
Oh my. Have you never handled a magic blade before?
The guard is having none of it. He just pushes you further in.
Oh.
You fled from the party. You gave me you swindled me out of my money. That money was going to our wedding, you asshole.
You still have the money. The blade disappeared. I don't know what happened.
What are y'all doing?
God, it's going to, you know how long it's going to take us to track down that blade?
Darvin turns towards Brutus and he says, "Oh my god, I kind of hope that this idiot was kind of dead in a ditch somewhere. To be completely honest,
Not today.
should we intervene?
I guess.
All right, let me handle this. Darvin will work his ways on this perturbed fellow."
Okay.
Because Darvin will walk over to this brouhaha, this scene,
Yeah.
I'll use a new spell.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh shit! What up?
Oh, shit, what up?
So I will use my spell, Calm Emotions, on Officer Phillip.
Oh, so what happens? How does this work?
So it says it can work on a group, but there's no reason why it can't just work on an individual. It says you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people.
Or does it also suppress avarice's
It
emotions?
says each humanoid in a 20-foot radius.
Everybody's chill as fuck.
Everybody calm the
no.
fuck down.
You tell me what's going
This is
on,
a-
so I'm kind of outside the radius.
That's
Yeah, that's not a very big radius.
Does Darwin
Yeah.
It's definitely
I'm
use
just
this
slightly
spell on
outside of it.
himself
But at least after
to
No.
like get high?
maybe.
I like that canon. I like that he just cast that as a
Smoke Stash Brothers. Yeah,
magical high. It's a magical high. So is there any saves or they just happen?
So they must make a charisma saving throw,
You're doing it
which
towards
is
me. so-
12.
Yeah, definitely avarice and the guarder. The two guards right there, both of them.
So they must make a charisma saving throw, which is 12 to save. And if they fail it, I could choose one of the following. So I can suppress any effect. So if they're charmed or frightened, I'd be like, just calm down.
I didn't mean to roll twice. My first one was
And the creature can choose to fail.
Yes. Or you can make a target indifferent.
you said it was charisma?
Yes.
A target
At 13.
can choose to fail. So like if he used it on us for some reason,
okay, gotcha.
we can just choose to automatically
We
fail.
want to be chilled.
So
I have a 13. I succeeded.
Damn, I was really hoping you. I wanted to see what the
Roll for
Gotcha.
guard.
Oh, shit.
yes, like yeah.
Oh shit! What up?
Sorry, charisma. You said.
Yep.
Or alternatively, I can make a target indifferent about a creature of your choice that it is hostile towards. Which
That's
would
a
be
9.
avarice.
Avarice is a
failed.
creature.
So that's a fail. I imagine 9.
Yes.
Is a fail. So
All right.
what is the effect exactly? I'm sorry.
So I can pretty much suppress people if they're charmed or frightened. So I can wear off that effect, or I can make a target indifferent about a creature of your choice that it is hostile toward.
So is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. The guard releases his grip on avarice, and he says, "Fuck it. It doesn't matter."
Here, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry about the blade. I wasn't expecting it to disappear. Here, I have 2 knives. You can take this one hand, the knife. I'm like, I have this spear that I've been carrying that I have not used in a single fight since I've gotten here. You can also take this because it's completely useless to me. I'm like, you'll be good, man.
No, I'm a knight. I have my own weapons.
Yeah.
Like better weapons than these.
But you can sell them for money.
Not much.
Who cares? Okay, I'll take it back then if you don't want the money. I'll just.
Not as much money as I gave you. You know what? Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Just don't run off anymore, please.
What are you talking about?
Leans back against the wall.
Mellow, man. Mellow.
So, Erky says, Avarice, what the hell have you been doing?
I got this magic powder.
Oh my god. Why did you run? We're trying to shop.
All right, roll. What do you
We're never going to be able to buy anything.
God damn.
We're going to get kicked out before
This
we
is supposed to be like just a little interlude chapter. There's actual cool stuff that's going to happen that I really hope we get to.
I forgot how to do the rolling. I need to do rolling.
I think I can drop in the chat. I think I did a bookmark for the table, unless you have it pulled up.
Want me to roll a D100 for you?
Hey, go ahead. You already have it. I didn't do the backslash.
90.
90.
All right, there's the table just in case you want to see it, but I can look.
Yeah, I can. Oh, God.
You become invisible for the next minute. During that time, other creatures can't hear you. The invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. It's just another thing to prolong. This is just like prolonging things.
Well, I'm just disappearing.
Oh yeah, so what y'all
They can just go.
So you walk up and you ask him about it, and he says, "Oh, I got this." Or Urki asks about it. I got this pallet. He blows the pallet and just disappears. So what are you guys?
So you just want to go in that shop?
Yes. Yes.
So wait, is he dead? Wait, what did he do?
He'll be back. He always comes back.
All right.
That's the perfect thing that could have happened.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys walk into the shop where you see this elven gentleman that Avarice has already talked to. And you go up to talk to him, and then he says, hold on, guys. I'm really sorry. Can y'all like step out of the shop for a second? I'm really sorry. And he gets out. He like locks the door, and he goes running over to the shop over here, which is this food shop, and you smell this like kind of burning smell and see like some smoke coming from there, and you see this guy like run in there, and he says, God damn it, Kyle! If you burn one more loaf of bread, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I've had it. I've had it with this shit. Okay, just move aside. God damn it. He like pours water on this thing, like, and puts it out, and like he's there for like several minutes. So you're just kind of like watching him scream at this guy and whatever. And he walks back out, and then he comes back to y'all and like,
what did he do with the loaf of bread?
Unlocks the door. Threw it in the trash because it was like burnt.
As he throws it away, I try to grab it before it falls and try to eat the good parts.
Is that loaf of bread floating?
He sees you do that, and he just picks it up out of the trash. He's like, here, dude.
I'm invisible.
Fuck yeah,
It's
right.
floating, burned, soggy bread.
He's already like walking past. So he's like.
And as he walks out with the bread, he becomes visible. He only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, basically. So you show up behind him, like he like walks out of the food thing or whatever, and then like he glances behind. It's like, what the fuck? Jesus
Wow, it's
Christ!
the entire time.
Jesus Christ! God. Okay. Okay. He goes and opens the door, and he says, I'm sorry, you guys. I run both of these stores. Kind of fucking in over my head. I hate it. This is my dad. He points over at the frog. The frog like ribbits at you. He's like, my mom like knows a lot of like magic and shit and stuff. She turned him into a frog. It kind of sucks. I mean, I can understand them because like I told her it was kind of bullshit having like that my dad was a frog, so she like cast a spell on me. I can understand them, but like it's kind of bullshit. This was supposed to be his shop. I don't give a shit about weapons or like magic and shit like that. I just want to cook. That's my calling. That was my shop. We had a whole like father-son thing going on here, but now I'm running both of them. It kind of fucking sucks. You know what I mean? It just,
I feel you, man.
it's just garbage.
Sounds like a bummer.
It's I mean, this frog man. Like I've tried to just let him run the shop, but everyone steals from a frog. You know, they just don't give a shit.
They probably don't even know that he's technically
Probably.
the shop.
I mean, that you wouldn't have thought, right?
No.
You look over and you see this frog, you probably wouldn't have thought.
How would he like strike deals with people?
I mean, exactly. You're kind of pinpointing the problem here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Do y'all want to look at the catalog?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here it is. Take a look. And while y'all are perusing the catalog, Urki Timbers is like talking to this man. Y'all gonna look at the thing, but like Urki says, but how about I have lived a long life as a very profitable merchant. I've been a traveling merchant my whole life, and I've done very well for myself. But I wouldn't mind settling down in this city. How about I take this here shop off your hands, and I can pay you off in pieces. Here's and he like gives all the money that he like got from like gambling and from like y'all's winning the thing or whatever. Plops it all on the table, and he's like, "What do you say? What do you say, bud?" And then the frog is like riveting and going crazy, and he's like, Fuck you, Dad, okay? I'm tired of living your life. I was meant to make bread. I was meant to be the best bread maker this town has ever seen. Yes, fuck. Take it. Fuck." And he just like walks out and he's like, "Fucking have it." And the frog just goes like jumping behind him.
So what you're telling me, Dory, spot in our party has just opened for some poor soul to join.
So Erky steps back behind the counter and he's like, "Hey fellas, how you doing?"
Hey, Erky. Well, we're gonna.
What'd you say? Erky Timber's stupendous splendors.
I like it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
Well, say Erky, I'm happy for you. We've been through a lot together.
Before Erky can see,
because-
I dissolve the halberd that was in the back. It's like, okay. That was easy.
All right, everything worked out.
Erky, my dude, we've been through a lot together. So maybe, why don't you cut a sweet deal for all us good pals?
I mean, I got a building to pay off here. I mean, I got a whole business to pay off. I got to make some money, but maybe a slight. I mean, just talk to me about what you're thinking. Maybe we can, but understand, fellas, I do like this will put me in the hole. I do gotta get out of this hole.
Hey, if we're making deals, we have our good friends Meepo and John. We really need to get them with some short swords
Didn't
and
you just
armor.
like leave us? And then
I went to the city that we were all coming into. I didn't jump into Narnia. What are you?
What the fuck is Narnia?
It's just like this mythical place that has all of these like weird looking creatures and
Is
stuff
that
like
somewhere
that.
in Glisten?
Oh yeah. Speaking of creatures,
Yeah.
What can you do for me with the animal potion?
Let me look. Let me look at this cat. Let me familiarize myself with this.
Okay.
with
Take
this
your time,
this
Erky.
stock here.
You just went for a very quick business transaction.
It was
I've never
pretty,
seen anything like it.
It was pretty
Sudden.
sudden.
I hadn't even finished reading the
I figured
catalog, and you're already the owner of this fine establishment.
I figured if this goes wrong, I'll just bounce.
You know what? Fair.
Erky Timber's venture capitalist.
Yeah. I mean, all right. I mean, I own quite a few properties around everywhere.
Okay.
Like, it's not as well known. I'm not.
Real estate mogul.
You could say.
Are you giving back to the community at least?
Of course. I am nothing but charitable.
What?
Erky Timber's philanthropist.
Yeah, philanthropy is what.
Erky
That word so
Timber's
bad.
Foundation.
Yeah. What
from
organizations
those in
do you
need.
give to so I can come visit and bring some sunshine?
The Salvat Gnome Federation.
Oh, the Soviet Gnome Federation.
Oh yeah. And also when Erky struck the deal and was out of the party, John got really excited and didn't know why because the room next to him opened up.
He wasn't even here.
A premonition.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that, Jeff. You're right. Well, you fellers, you were looking at the animal potion.
Yes.
Brutus.
I want to talk to Mob.
Do you think? Did you bring Mob? Did you bring Mob with you, or did Mob stay back at the room? I'll let you decide that.
I got Mob right here.
All right. Good.
We're bonding.
That is an adorable dog.
Thank you.
Adorable little dog. It's 600 now. I mean, I can cut 100 off of that, 500. I mean, that might make a big difference, going in the future. I mean,
You got yourself a deal, Erky.
all right, let's do it. Shakes, and that's an animal potion. Immediately. All right, we need to decide. Are you going to do both voices, or am I doing the voice of the dog? I'm not.
You can control the personality of your dog.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you want full reign, Jeff, I will give you full
I
reign.
can do that.
All right.
Let's see. Let me change all this stuff.
Darvin,
All right.
you eyeing anything?
Well, Erky, tell me about this friendly strike you have over here.
Let me read the damn thing, because I've never heard of this before. Right there. This is I'll speak this as Darby with my Darby
Yeah.
Earth meat mouth. This is a magical oil that, once applied to a weapon, will turn the damage of any physical attack into a healing move. And I already talked about this before. It won't work with environmental attacks or spells. It is a strictly bow, sword. It
Right.
has to be like a physical
So when I-
contact with someone.
Apply it. Is that weapon permanently changed to only healing? or is
No,
like a single use?
it's a single use, but you can buy more than one of them. It is a single use.
Okay. I'll take one
Okay.
friendly strike
All right.
for 150.
How about you buy two for? Wait. Would the 150 be?
150 is half of what it currently is.
Yeah.
Making you a deal.
Wait, how's that a
Pretty
deal
good.
for him?
Exactly.
Returning business.
How about I give you
And I might be willing to buy more things.
two for 450?
No deal. I will buy two for 250.
This is not looking like a great deal for me, I have to say.
Come on, Erky.
How about
We've been through a lot.
one for
We
200?
rescued you. One for 175. Darwin's a persistent fellow.
Well, one for 200. That's as low as I'll go.
No buy.
All right.
No buy.
So be it. So be it.
I'll take my business elsewhere.
How much money do you have left, Jeff?
I figured friendly strike would be more of a Brutus thing. Anyway, I mean, you can buy as many as you want. Like you can all buy friendly
I'm
strikes.
considering that. I'm considering
Yeah,
a couple
you
things.
can
I got let's see how much I got left. I got like 535. So I guess it's talking.
Yeah, unless
normal voices.
we're haggling, let's not do character voice. Let's just do normal voice. But if we're haggling, that's fine.
A couple things I'm thinking. Aqua Lung could be good.
I will buy a vial of potion or poison.
Okay. Yeah, that is 100.
100.
Yeah, make sure you're keeping track of your money because I'm not.
Another, as far as like, I was thinking the
vial of poison is also supposed to be multi-use
Okay. Cool.
or multi-buy.
And
I was thinking about the friendly strike. I was also thinking about potentially that aid scroll, because for 3 targets it gives 5 maximum hit points and 5 just their current HP for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, it's a spell. It increases the hit point maximum by 5 and their current hit points by 5.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. So it'll heal them by 5, and if they're at like and
Yeah.
max hit points, so if they're at full health, it'll give them 5 extra. I mean, no matter what, the cap will go up by 5.
Yeah.
For the increase by 5 for the duration. I don't know what the duration is, but it can probably be found online.
Trying to think. You guys think the gym shorts would be worth it for me?
Gym swords look cool, especially how
so.
cheap they are.
Yeah. Considering a good athletics anyway, having.
Also cool, just
And in the future, if y'all have ideas for items, let me know, and I'll determine whether I want them in or not for the future. We'll work with this one right now.
I do have an idea for it's 2 daggers that go together. And
You
they're
told-
both,
you
yeah,
told me
they're
about
both, yeah.
that. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah,
a lot.
once per day you can switch like if you're holding one dagger, you can switch places with the other dagger. So if another dagger is like against a wall, you can switch places. You'll be there, so you can clear big areas, etc.
Yeah, I do like that.
Gotta be. remembering to not lose the daggers.
Yeah.
'Cause people will.
That's a very cool story, item that could have very big implications. It probably mess things up too.
It's a very Naruto weapon because that's how I based it off of on my.
I was really disappointed. I wanted you to buy the wrist spider. I want someone to buy the wrist spider.
I had to get the powder that does random
Yeah,
stuff.
that is more. That is better.
I need the chaos.
Oh. I just love the idea. As soon as I came up with that, I pictured Avarice's body, trying to climb on the wall. It's a spider.
Yeah, it seems more like an Avarice thing.
Yeah, I mean it could be anyone. I mean, I just pictured Avarice because it just seems. I just pictured Avarice like going away on a spider while his body is just like flailing. He's like,
I will buy the Ring of Grammarian.
all right,
For
read what that is for the people.
once per day, you can alter one letter in a spell title and cast it with the new title and therefore new effect.
I'm just so excited to see what this
Yes.
does. What this.
It's going to break it. You talk about game breaking. That's game breaking.
Oh yeah. Well, I might have to sit and talk. I contemplate not putting it in there, but it's just so good.
And I will strike you a deal, Urki, for 500
For what?
for the Ring of Grammarian.
Oh no! God no! That thing's under. I'm looking at it right now. I can't believe they were selling this thing for $800. No, it's $800 and nothing. But that thing, I mean, that thing is powerful.
But here,
That's like limitless. I can't even like come up. I can't even like right now think of how powerful that could be.
Urki, consider your situation. You are now a new, proud business owner, but nobody knows about this shop or you. I, Darvin, am a humble bard. So maybe we can work out a little partnership where I can promote your shop in my songs. Ad space isn't cheap.
I'll do 700.
600.
700.
600.
700.
600.
All right, you ain't getting the ring, Bard.
Can I roll for persuasion?
Hey, how much you'll knock off that vial of poison?
That thing's only $100. I guess you already spent all your money here.
I have 97.
Give me the 97. That's fine.
90?
Sure, Avarice.
Got him.
Oh.
Yeah, seven gold to his name over there. That Avarice. I kind of don't want to do a persuasion check for like every bartering thing ever in here. You know, I'd rather. The whole idea of this is for y'all to get a few things per trip to the item shop.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'll just purchase it for
Hey, Urki, I'll give you 500 for the gem shorts and aid scroll and 2 the small healing potions. That is a 600 coin value.
So 500 for gym shorts. What?
An aid scroll and 2 healing potions, the small ones.
So that's 500. It would be the $500 value with the aid scroll, and then what now?
2 healing potions.
So that goes up to 600. And what are you offering?
500.
Yeah, I would like to stop doing this after this, if y'all don't mind, because this just gets very obnoxious for me. I mean, I know it's cool, whatever, but like this is what every single fucking item trip is going to turn into, is me having to do the mental math in my head of this. You know, like it's just not that fun.
Unless we're trading an item.
Yeah. Yeah, for like sell price if you're selling things or other things like that, or like maybe other, I don't know. It's just personally not super fun for me.
Gotcha.
So yeah, let's just buy the things at the price that they're at.
All right. Well, I purchased the ring for 800 then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get the gym shorts and the aid scroll.
Alrighty.
I can show you how to do. Is it just athletics, the gym shorts effect?
Yes.
Yeah, I can show you how to increase the athletics by itself.
Okay.
If you click on the thing in not Roll20, but D&D Beyond, there's like a customization tab. You click it, and you can do like a skill magic bonus, and you can just like press 1 on it, and it should increase your skill by 1.
I'll probably be skipping around a little bit, so just so everyone knows.
Man, that's some nice looking thighs you got there. Brutus.
Oh, he thick.
Oh,
Master's the
Lord,
best.
he coming.
Hey, there's cheers.
That's a real talkative dog. Brutus, can you get that dog to stop barking?
Yeah, we just hear like. "Ruff, ruff, ruff."
Don't listen to the mob.
Okay.
She's adorable. Like Erky starts petting her. She's adorable. So what all did both of y'all get just listed out just so because I'll probably skip some of the
A
dialogue
vial
there.
of poison and the ring of grammarian.
That is such a crazy item.
I got the Alma potion, the gym shorts, and an 8 scroll.
Okay. Dope.
Guys, did you look at my socks? I show him my socks.
Yeah, but we got a real dog.
Yeah, but I have cool socks.
Hey, Avers. Dope socks, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I bought them from you, technically.
I mean, technically. Yeah.
I mean, that's your money now.
It is. And I appreciate your service.
Should I try to add gym shorts in some way to my equipment thing, or just do the plus
Just
one
do the
tap?
+1. It doesn't have
That's-
any other stats, so it's not that important.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Because it's technically not, I know, like, you
Yeah.
don't think it could be stolen.
Yeah, it could be as long as you're. Yeah.
If they
Just-
get stolen, we'll just remember.
Yeah.
Also, it
It's
shows
the
up-
one number.
It
so-
shows up blue whenever you modify a
I
custom
guess I can
stat.
just put it under my other thing where I have my other items.
That's what I did.
Oh yeah,
That's
do
why I
that.
did.
Yeah, I just meant like you don't need to put it in your like as an official equipment
Yeah.
item. You know, just put it in your notes. That's fine.
How
Just put,
much
like,
is
gym
that vial
shorts
of
plus.
poison, by the way, that I got?
How much money?
No, but the size.
I mean, I think pretty small. Like, I mean, I think it can be like it can be put in someone's drink, or it can be like applied onto like an arrow or something. Like
That was my intentions.
something that small. Like those are the two main uses. If you come up with other uses, fine. But I think it's like in the palm of your hand, like a not super.
I can get a couple uses out of this.
For like one use. Like if you were to
Oh, okay,
poison, I mean, you know, maybe you could like one max 2 uses or something. There's a reason why it was a rebuyable item, but just because you're supposed to come back for it.
I'm just here to cheap out a boss or something with some poison.
You just what?
I'm just here to get through a boss with just some poison and
Yeah. There you go.
Good thing about the Alma potion is it is permanent and no one can steal it.
Yeah, I was hoping you got that one too, even regardless of the puppies. But
I hope no one steals the mystery bag.
Oh God. So, just out of curiosity, I mean, I assume this is how this works. If like that, they be tossed it to us, one of us could use it or something. Technically,
the what now?
like for example, his weird magic powder bag.
Yeah.
He could
yeah.
toss it to one of us.
Yeah, I mean it's an item, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you have to get Avarice to part with his bag, but it could just be something like, quick, burn this.
Yeah, I was just using that as an
The
example.
bag
Sure,
opens
it's
just
just the items
his
in
face
general.
and he explodes or something.
Yeah,
Like for example, right? You got the friendly strike, right?
No.
Okay.
he didn't. He tried to haggle him.
No, yeah, that's right. So like, if he got that, he get tossed to me like we're down the street. I just pour my sword and like stab him.
Stab yourself. I was surprised no one got the friendly strike. But
I was considering it, but I was
I just thought like you only have the one healer. At least that gives you like Jeff. If you're in a pinch, Jeff can heal someone by slashing them with something.
yeah. I decided to go to the 8 scroll hardly because it's cheaper and it does do multiple people.
Yeah.
And the whole max HP thing could come in handy.
There'll be future
Yeah.
trips.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, I don't know if we're going to be buying weapons at some point. So
Okay. One last reoccurring thing to set up, and then we can move on to like stuff. Okay, so y'all walk out of the bar, not the bar, the shop into the market. You're kind of like talking amongst yourselves, and then out of nowhere, you see from behind you, like at the side of the shop, this very flamboyant and like brightly colored jester jumps out. And he says, "Hello, gentlemen. Hello,
Cicero?
Hello." Those are some mighty fine items you just got there. Can I take a look? Let me look at those. Like, can I just say those are some lovely socks?
Oh, thank you. You want to see this halberd I just got? And I hand my halberd.
He picks it up. He like stares at it. He like holds it like an inch away from his eyes. He's like, "Ooh, it's fabulous, but it's about to disappear out of my hands any second now, isn't it?"
No.
Sure it is. He just tosses it over his head.
And he just hear. Ah! So
I am very familiar with magical items, and let me let you guys in on a little secret. My name is Geralt of Trivia. I am a performer and riddle master for the Empire.
didn't we pass through trivia on the way here?
I think so.
You've been to trivia? Just kidding. That's not a place.
Let's say, Derek, how clever did you feel when you came up with that?
Oh, so good. I told Ginny and Wolfie about that literally 6 months ago. And I am a performer and riddle master for the Empire, but I also have a flair for the magical. I just love creating magic items, but ever since that bad business with Bellic, the Empire doesn't want my items. They say they're too dangerous, Geralt. And they told me to throw them out. Which is just horrific. But I followed you. Too, and was happy to see you. Followed you too from the keep, and I think that you guys could use some guild magic.
Should we report on this guy for selling illegal magic items?
Hey. Hey, guard. Hey, nothing to see here. Just. Hey, step back into this alley.
Darvin,
Please.
Adver's trying to turn him in and not recruit him. What's going on?
No. Don't be a narc.
I'm trying to get some deals here.
I have 3 wonderful items in my little sack here, and I will give them to you. But first, you must answer my riddles.
Oh, God.
How many tries do we have?
One. I'll give you.
One each. I like one each.
I have 3 different riddles for each of you.
No.
Oh, this is a complicated trivia game.
You have 2 chances.
Can I roll to know the? Okay.
Oh man, there's a spell.
Riddle 1. Who wants to go first?
Brutus seems like our
I
most.
think he's up for the task.
I don't know.
Go on, buddy.
Big man, riddle number 1. I make 2 people out of 1. What am I? What am I?
Did you get these off of?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
This is a riddles.com.
Yeah, I thought so.
God damn it. I hate these.
I make 2 people out of 1. What am I?
A swordsman cutting someone in half.
Incorrect.
What was the answer?
He gets one more try.
Oh, he gets one more try.
If you want to take it, that does not look like a look of confidence on this big man. Wrong. It is a mirror.
Wow.
Boo. No, Geralt.
Oh.
No Geralt token for you. Who's next?
I guess me.
What can't be put into a saucepan? What cannot be put into a saucepan?
The pan?
You're close. You're very close. Oh, you hate to see it, darling. It's the lid.
Wow, wow, wow.
You, bar number 3.
All right.
Where do horses live?
Well, in the stable.
Incorrect.
No, this is a fact.
They do, but what is another fun name that if you were like had some brain damage or something, you could call the stable that would be horse related? All these horses live collectively inside a...
I don't know.
That's right, it is a neighborhood.
Oh my god.
No Geralt tokens for anyone, but I will still give you magical items. Items.
Is this man a guard?
Do you want my magical items or not?
I don't know.
Why don't you take a look at them first?
Strangely enough, guys, Mob got them all right. I just didn't believe
I know,
them.
we should have asked Mob.
And for that, she gets a dog toy. He gives her a dog toy.
Mob is just so happy. Yay!
Can I?
Knowledge is
Do
power.
I just put my hand in the bag to get the item?
No, I will pick one specifically for all of you. But in the future, you might want to get your riddle game better.
Why was this your method
Because-
of giving us items, good sir?
You will get a special item if you get Carol tokens. But these are not special items.
Okay.
But they are still quite good. You here you go. He pulls out 2 daggers that are linked with magic. If the user says switcheroo while holding the dagger, they will instantly teleport to the location of the others.
That sounds familiar.
When he was saying that earlier, I had to be like, all right, yep, just agree, go.
My bad.
No, go. I hope you enjoy that. Remember, switcheroo.
How many charges do they have per day? Or is it like infinite use? What is it?
I have not figured that out. What do you think? What do you think sounds reasonable?
I think a use per day. Like a charge per day.
That's fine. That's fine. Big man, I think you're going to like this one. He pulls out a spell scroll, and this spell scroll says, Phantom Strike on it. And this will let you, once per day, every action you take is immediately repeated by a phantom version of yourself, and the spell will last for 1 minute. So, for 1 minute, like, if you strike someone, a phantom version of you will strike again, like, immediately afterwards. But this also, like, I want you to potentially think about using this in combat things too. Just anything that, like, you do something and another version of yourself will do it immediately. Like, I don't know exactly where this will come into play, but the way I vision this is like once per day for 1 minute, you can basically attack people twice. You can go boom, boom. Like,
So just that it's their clarification for it. Like, would I be able to activate this after I already hit them, and then the Phantom Strike would do the same damage?
Yeah, I was gonna see what y'all thought. Like, should it just be the same damage, or should I just make him roll another attack roll?
I mean, it doesn't do the exact same thing I did.
That's what, like, I figured it was the
that's
exact
fine.
same thing. This might be something that's broken, and we might have to retcon this. Like, we will see. Like, I thought that it would just do the same thing. I tried to, like, I might end up shrinking that minute to even less than a minute, because especially Brutus is going to start being able to multi-attack, so this is multi-attack. But it's a once per day thing for 1 minute, I figured. Yeah. But
I mean, we could, I don't know, we could just maybe throw in for canon's sake, the Phantom has like a limited amount of stamina itself. So once I get to the point where I'm attacking multiple times, it does less of it.
It should be like, maybe we'll discuss this later. Maybe it's like a certain amount of damage that it does, it goes away.
Okay.
Maybe there could be like a peak damage amount or something, but that would scale though, so I don't know.
We'll figure it out later. We'll just go with the whole thing you said for now and figure it out
But
later.
I like the idea of it at least.
Yeah.
And like,
You can just have it happen for a minute, because every combat encounter is what, 6 or 7 seconds. So like,
it's
so
supposed to be like
everyone's
6.
turn is like 6. So if we're in a big group,
Odds are, it only lasts one. thing.
And you can only use it once per day, so you're gonna have to strategically like, oh shit, it's the boss fight. All right, time to bust this out.
So
Or if
I
you
guess what
bust it
Alex
out
said the
sooner,
strategy would be if it's like roughly 6 or 7 seconds per someone's turn, and generally the amount of people we've had one go around is a minute. Like, it doesn't go away like after I attack. So like when I do the whole reaction thing, it does the reaction too.
Yeah.
That kind of thing is what we
But
generally do with it.
Also, like I haven't, like I don't know exactly like this is going to be part of the fun of it, but I could potentially see this having like unintended bad consequences too. If like you go to do something and then it going right after you is actually a bad thing, like it knocks someone or it does. I haven't really thought about it, but you could also use this in non-combat situations and have like yeah. Get creative with it, or maybe you can even like dodge back and forth, and people are like, "What the fuck?" There's, yeah. Okay, Bod.
All right, what you got for me?
He pulls out a harmonica.
Ooh.
And this is the harmonica of defense. It is a harmonica that radiates magical energy. Once per day, the user can play this harmonica and increase the AC of one target by 5 for 1 hour.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
5 might
Wow.
be too much. 5 might be too much.
oh.
Darwin will take that.
Maybe we should
Jeff could
Darwin will
literally be
definitely take that.
unhittable.
Should I just do 2? Maybe
Two is reasonable.
I'll do 2.
Two would have still been good. 5
Hey,
on like
Darwin!
I'll do 2.
Buddy, oh pal.
So what does it do again exactly? It raises defense for an hour.
Yeah, armor class for an
Or maybe should I do that the same as the Phantom Strike? It's a minute. I mean, it could still be like for one battle, it goes up real high when you're in the middle of this.
I think
Could
for
be
an
more
hour it's
strategic.
fine with 2 AC.
We'll see. Like I reserve the right to tweak these
Yeah.
if we don't.
Yes.
But I think these sound cool.
Yeah, you sound cool.
Let's make me ultra tanky.
All right, boys. You have a fantastic day.
Good.
And he like prances off with his big bag that's like clinking behind him.
So
I throw a dagger straight up and say switcheroo.
You switcheroo, and you are now falling.
Okay. What's the range? 20 feet. So I'm 20 feet in the air.
Okay, then roll a.
Dexterity.
What are you
check.
supposed to, it was like there's a certain amount of damage per feet, or 20 feet is probably where it
well,
starts.
Brutus tries to catch him.
Okay,
Whatever.
just make a I don't know, strength check or something. It's not that important, but
I'll try to help out do a dex.
let's just not do this. You try to catch him, and he like you catch him, but he just like fall. You kind of like fall back on your ass or whatever, and you both sit there. And now you're just sitting there holding this man.
Yeah. I'm like, sweet. Pick the other one off the ground. Pretty cool.
I just throw him.